The knife. The knife has been a little divisive for all the reasons you would expect. Controversially, I do not think that the knife needs to be nerfed. I think that the knife now, my take is I do think that when you have the knife upgrades and stuff, like obviously the knife upgrades make you ultra powerful. But I do think that a couple swings should get you through a purple shield. I really do. I really do think a few should get you through. And then, once the shield is gone, boom, you're killing them.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that take because if you what are you doing letting somebody get that close to you with a knife? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you weren't smart enough. You weren't playing your surroundings, or you got ambushed by a group of assassins. Like sometimes that's just the way it is. But a lot of times somebody snuck up on you and beat the shit out of you and took your lunch money. Like, I don't think that the knife really needs to be nerfed. I think some of the upgrades might need to be looked at in the next season. Maybe you don't run that exact same skill tree back, but that's where the beauty of resetting every season comes into play. You can see what worked, what was a favorite, what was overpowered, maybe make some of the upgrades a little bit less dependent on getting like gray gear to purchase in the shop and go from there. Like, this allows you to iterate and come back. It's kind of like when Destiny does stuff on the seasonal artifact, right? Like they love bringing fan favorite things back. So like I feel like Rook with Claymores is not going to be an every season thing, but it's going to be something that they bring back from time to time because it's fun and everybody likes it. Maybe next season or a season down the line. That's the default instead of an ammo crate is you spawn in with 3 Claymores every run. Can you imagine how obnoxious that would be? But how funny that would be at the same time? Or maybe you put something in for a limited week where it's you can only spawn in with knives and claymores. There are so many things you can do here, and I think that's where the beauty of we're going to reset everything in a couple months anyways works out. Like, you can try a new meta, and if it doesn't work, you've got something to fall back on. You've got tired and true things. We're already seeing them iterate with they did the duos experiment over the last 3 weeks. They've already confirmed that something with duos will come next season, but that they have a new experimental mode starting on the 14th, I believe. That's cool. That's cool. They've already been adjusting to where ranked and cryo don't overlap. I disagree with that ever so slightly. I think that Sunday they should overlap. Open up ranked, but keep cryo open for those of us who work during the week.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Yeah,
That's my personal take.
I actually agree with that. Like, I feel like there should be at least some overlap. We'll see. Well, I mean, they could go through and change, right? I mean, they've made some tweaks based on feedback already. So, I mean, that's obviously a much bigger one than the ones they've made. But so,
Yeah.